Hey guys, Dave with Moniology here. Hope everyone is having a great day. Today is November 20th, 2019. This is the precious metal sector review where we go through various different charts in the precious metal space, gold, silver, platinum from various time frames, and hope to understand where the market has been, is, and where it's likely headed. This is part one of the video. This is available to the public. Part two of the video will cover 20 to 25 names in the sector that I believe are best positioned to capture the upside that I very strongly believe is forthcoming very soon. So first and foremost, gold closed today at 1472, silver at 1713, and platinum was the best performing of the bunch at 920. So let's go take a look at today's charts and notice that gold here, these are as of yesterday's close. So won't be updated until overnight, but I will say that the chart hasn't moved all that much today. So anyway, so here we are. Just let me very quickly refresh this. Right. So basically, here's the downtrend that we've been in since early September. And every time we've hit this, with one exception, back in start of November, we've fallen back. I'm here to show you that I believe we're very, very close to this upside breakout. Now, ultimately, it needs to be confirmed, but there's what we want to do is we want to assess the evidence, right? There's not going to be 100% evidence in one direction or another, so we want to weigh the evidence and see where it takes us. So, on the one hand, that this daily 50 moving average is above, serving as a resistance, currently at 1486. We've got support of the 200 daily moving average at 1417, and we're kind of oscillating in between. We're above the 38 level of RSI, below the 50 level of RSI. PPO, however, is close to breaking out above zero. Now, not always does it break out once it's very close. Sometimes it rolls back over and then goes higher. So time will tell. Perhaps today or tomorrow we'll get resolution. But right now, we're on a daily. This is a descending bullish triangle that eventually, in my opinion, breaks to the upside, but must hold that 1440 area. And I think the probability is close to 75% that it will do so. Here's gold on the weekly, and you see that we've broken below this downtrend of resistance that was serving as support. First served as resistance, and now it's gonna then serve as support. Now it's gonna serve as resistance again. However, we've had about 7 straight weeks of this downtrend in momentum, but this here is a extremely bullish pattern. It's a bullish flag pattern, and it's wedging and it's coiling right now, and I think it's setting up for an upside breakout. For confirmation, I'd like to see a move above about 1485. So we're close to that right now. The 13 EMA is around 1482. Close above that would confirm my thesis that this is going to resolve its way to the upside. However, we have to remain open to the possibility that we're wrong, and if that's the case, then I think a break below 1440 would negate this bullish narrative that I'm trying to paint here. Goldbug's HUI index, and this is one of the reasons why I'm bullish here. This is a very strong consolidation right now with upside momentum here. We found support at the 50 RSI, could not break to the downside, and now we're taking a gun at that 61 level of RSI. If this breaks above 220, we're very close. We closed the day at 217, up 3% today. So whereas the metals were flat, this is up 3.2%. I think the miners are setting up to lead this next stage of the bull run. Here's the GDM, another index worthy of consideration. And again, this is a bullish flag. And after finding support at the 50 RSI level, I think we're very close to an upside breakout with an initial target of 880. Okay, a couple of short-term charts. This one is updated to today's trading. This is the 2-hour chart. And notice we're just consolidating here, but now we're both above the 13 and 26 2-hour moving averages and above the 50 RSI. So that tells me that this is likely going to resolve its way to the upside. But PPO is still decelerating, so I would expect something like this or something like that. This is probably more likely. We'll have to see how it plays out. The junior miners are acting strong. So whereas the gold is well, I mean the gold is still at 54 in RSI. Junior miners are are stronger right now, albeit slightly at 55 in RSI, and again trading above the 13 and 26 2-hour moving averages suggests that an upside breakout towards 39 is likely, and then thereafter I think we're going to see renewed highs soon. Here's the daily junior miners chart, and again, this descending triangle that we've been in since basically end of August, rather, that led to a breakout, followed by a back test here early November, and now we're headed back above that 50 RSI level, which is crucial. We are now closed the day above the 50 moving average, so I would not at all be surprised if tomorrow we're going to see a strong move, possibly as high as 40 to the upside. And with PPO now firmly above zero, that adds credence to my case. Here's the junior miners weekly chart. And again, this is very bullish consolidation in a renewed uptrend, well above the 50 RSI and momentum. You see, we've kind of recaptured a lot of that negative momentum over the last, I would say, 3 to 4 months. And now I think we're about ready to break this triangle to the upside. Here's the Silver Junior 2-hour chart, and Silver Junior miners have been absolutely on a tear. They've been very, very strong, and now you see, um, whereas a lot of the other miners were at the 55 level, we're at 58 here, consolidating right below that 61 Fibonacci level, and I think we're readying ourselves for a breakout above 1080 here, 1083, with an initial price target around 1150. So Silver Juniors are going to be leading the pack if this thesis holds. Here's the daily chart. Here's why. We broke out of this descending triangle already here, and we're at that 61 level right now, looking very strong. You've got the 50-day moving average curling as support, and I think silver miners are just well positioned to be the leaders in this particular move to the upside. Okay, so here are the Silver Juniors weekly chart, and you see we've already broken out of this downtrend that we started back in 2016. And if you draw this line around $11, then that's kind of that upside breakout area that I'm looking at. Look at the volume of late here, right? A lot of folks are selling here, but I'm telling you, the smart buyers are buying, and these are the price targets. You're going to see a massive upturn in the metals complex should this consolidation period break to the upside. Palladium daily chart. So Palladium broke down, and now it's kind of retesting it from the downside. So it's going to be interesting. Is it creating a new uptrend, or is it creating a double top with this 61 level, which is where we broke down right here, serving as resistance? I'm watching this level very closely. If it can break 750 and break above this previous breakdown in momentum, then perhaps then we have started a new uptrend, and it's going to just resolve itself to continue to higher highs. If, however, there's resistance here around the 61 and 1750 level, I think that you're going to probably head lower again back towards 1600. So watching very closely, PPO is going in a positive direction. That doesn't mean it's necessarily going to break out. It could do something like this and then head lower. So time will tell. Here's the weekly chart. Palladium clearly broke down, and then now it's back testing after bouncing off that 61 level of support. Let's see what happens in the coming days. It's definitely at an inflection point here. Platinum daily. So I pointed out that platinum broke down here, and perhaps this was a fake breakdown, and now it's breaking back higher. So sometimes this happens, and you have to be aware of why this happens. It doesn't matter who's selling, but clearly sometimes a fund has to unload a position. If there are not enough buyers, the technicals will be broken. But this is precisely what you want to see. You want to see it recaptured very, very quickly. And that's exactly what happened here. Suggests this was a fake breakdown, and a move to the upside is more likely. Notice PPO is above zero, albeit slightly, and that's a positive sign. Platinum weekly, this to me is a bullish flag consolidation above a breakout point, breakout that happened for the first time in basically 3 years. So we're close to an upside breakout here in momentum. For me, I want to see a price breakout around 930 to 940 before I'm comfortable in saying, hey, that this breakout is ready to go to the next price target of 1025. Okay, a couple of ratio charts, gold versus silver. Again, you want to see this ratio break down if you're a precious metals bull. On the one hand, you've got PPO curling to the upside. That's interesting. On the other hand, You had a shooting star here, basically a back test of this level. So this is showing me mixed signals right now. But again, I think if the precious metals bull is in full swing, this ratio should head lower because silver tends to outperform or should outperform in a bull market, or that certainly historically has done so. Gold miners need to outperform the metal. What's taking place right now is an upside breakout. That's very, very important. Found support at that 50 RSI level, perhaps the most important Fibonacci level in terms of momentum, and this is what's taking place right now. So I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Junior gold miners, same thing, breaking out of this descending bullish wedge pattern and very close to breaking above this downtrend in RSI. Here are the juniors. Uh, so this was the weekly chart. Okay, so these are the juniors against GLD daily chart, and you see we're well above the 50 RSI in rather 50-day moving average in price on this ratio, and we're consolidating above the 50 RSI level. Very important. I think it's setting up for that move higher, and I'm watching to see when that's going to be triggered. Silver juniors against the metal. Beautiful breakout here. This has been in play literally for all of November. So very, very nice price action. The 69 level of RSI is serving as resistance right now, but I expected that to break. And once that breaks above previous highs, I think that's going to be your trigger point to go long, if you haven't already done so, to go long in precious metals. Silver trust, so silver against gold. Again, you want to see this ratio break out to the upside. We're consolidating right now. We back tested this trend line, and I think we're back above the 50 RSI level, and I think we're ready to go with silver. Here's another perspective of the same chart, silver versus gold. So far, we back tested this level, but we need to break higher and soon. Notice we're above the 50 RSI level and just under that trend line. If that breaks to the upside, you're going to see a very strong rally in silver relative to gold. Here's that weekly ratio. I believe this is the same thing. Okay, I'm not sure why this keeps coming back here. Let's just do this. All right, goodbye. All right, so silver monthly. This is why I'm so bullish on silver. I mean, the last time silver broke out of a consolidation, multi-year consolidation, was back here in 2009 and 10, and it rallied from 21 to 49. Well, we're in this multi-year consolidation all the way back to 2015, and I think this move can be even more explosive to the upside. Let's see, it needs to break above 18 and soon, and if it does so, the first target is 22, and then followed by 35. Perhaps 37, 44, and all the way back to 50 in the not too distant future. Silver daily. This is, if you just extend that line right here, it's already broken out on the daily chart. So that's a positive sign that silver is ready to move. You extend this line here. That's a back test, successful back test in the price of silver. Silver weekly. So it retraced all the way back to the 26 EMA around 1686, found support there, and now it's and coincides with the 50 RSI level, coincides really with this downtrend. So back tested here, and I think it's ready to go. So silver is setting up. Here's the 2-hour chart, and just looks like this is a bottoming action here after successful back test. Looks like it's ready to break out above the 61 level. And that's it, guys, for this video. Please stay tuned for the premium video. We're going to be covering 20 to 25 of the top names in the sector. Not necessarily an exclusive list. We've covered that before, but we're going to cover the best looking charts right now. And I encourage you guys to become subscribers. Premium, check us out at Moniology.com. You can have a monthly, quarterly, or annual membership there. Or if you prefer a la carte, we can. That's available through patreon.com at Moniology, /Moniology rather. And there you can get a la carte precious metals, a la carte uranium, energy, and so on videos for just $10 a month. So depending on what you like, we've got it here for you. I'm listening to your feedback. If you have additional feedback, I'm always open and always appreciate what you guys tell me. So thanks again, and have yourselves a great evening.